Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lolo. Hey, sis. Can you hear me? Cause I'm in a little room where I don't want to talk too loud. Can you hear me, sis? Hey, Aries Black. Thank you for joining this morning. Can y'all hear me? Good morning, Troy Parks. Good morning. God is good. We were on his wake up list this morning. Amen. Okay. Amen. Y'all, I have a few minutes. I can't quit laughing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, hey Brittany, thank y'all for joining this morning. This will be quick. It won't even be a long live, but it's just some things that I wanted to just chat about this morning. I just cannot quit laughing because it's like crazy. Hey Tiff, right? Y'all, when I tell you, I just can't quit laughing. I'm trying to get through this live, but y'all, it is some crazy stuff going on. Thank y'all for joining to. Oh, okay, y'all. I yesterday I had an interview with a guest author. So if you have not checked out the interview from yesterday with oh Lord, Brianna Bailey. It almost slipped my mind, and I'm sorry if I sound stuffy. My allergies this morning. Um, Brianna Bailey. I did that yesterday, and it was a very informative interview. So check that out today if you have not. Hi, Josephine. How are you today? Thank you for joining. Okay, check that out from yesterday. So, y'all, after the interview, okay, I clicked on my YouTube. I did not realize so much was going on at one time. Okay, it was almost to the point where I did not have enough tabs to keep up. Okay, yes, low. It was a long day. Y'all, I didn't go to sleep. This is 2 nights in a row where I did not get a chance to go to bed until 1 something in the morning. If you know me, y'all know that's late. My husband even said he was about to come in there and pull me off of YouTube. The other night, y'all, I took the phone into the bedroom. I think I was listening to, was it Tim or somebody's live? I don't know who was live the night before last night. And so I was going to cut it back on. My husband said, turn that phone off. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. And so yesterday was another day. Yeah, Tiff. Oh my goodness. I was in my office room. So, everybody was asleep. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I can stay up because everybody's asleep anyways. And so I did not have enough tabs really to keep up. Okay. I, although I'm in the open book sector, that's what I call it. Hey, Kimberly. Sis, me too. Y'all, I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I had to go and get coffee this morning because I just felt like I was in a daze and I have a virtual conference today. So thank God I don't really have to use my brain a lot. Um, so I was like, hope I don't have to do a lot of talking because I feel like a little tired. So although, I'm in the open book sector, um, I got my own sector, okay? I follow different uh, content creators in various sectors. So most of you may know me from the Truth, the content creators who were covering the Truth, story and so forth. But I also follow other content creators that cover other stories. Okay, so one story um, on the Truth side that was popping off was, if y'all don't know, Jaffe the Great um, was covering a story. Okay, so I was late to Jaffe's live. I think I was probably about 40, maybe 30 minutes late because he had already gotten started. And he had a lot of special guests on his live. Now, um, right, Tim, I said the same thing. I was like, y'all, with all of this stuff going on, um, this, I don't even know what time we going to bed tonight. Okay, I can't do another late night. I can't do another one. But y'all, so I when I first started kind of keeping up with this story, um, yes, yes, Troy. When I first started keeping up with it, started really back when LaTruth was coming out of the hospital. And that's kind of when I started casually watching it, following, and I need to go and find one of my friends. She's a hairstylist, so I think I was over there. She was washing my hair, and she was watching a video of Brianna crying on the live. Now I didn't know these people, and I need to go tell her I blame you. Yes, you know what? We need naps. Okay, I may even go in the car and take me a nap, Troy. So I blame her for even introducing me to this story that day. So I was like, why is she crying? So she was like, well, she's asking for prayer for her husband, blah, 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 blah. So I started following them. Okay. So between that and the wedding and all of this stuff, we came to, the DV situation and all of that. Okay. Fast forward. I started following this page called Keeping Up with the Latruth Reloaded. And y'all, I faithfully, hey, Dreamy Girl, thank you for joining us, sis. I faithfully got up every morning ready to see what they were going to post. That Keeping Up with the Latrine Reloaded page, y'all, they, now we kind of know who's behind the page, but I think it was some other players with that. Baby, they came with it every day, faithfully. And so one day on that page, they started kind of telling us to follow Jaffe, which is Jaffe the Great. So I was like, okay, Jaffe was a male. He gave a male perspective on the whole LaTruth saga. So I was like, okay, started following Jaffe. Jaffe had a sense of humor and things like that. And so I look forward to watching Jaffe almost every day, pretty much. His channel started growing and on Facebook and more people. He started getting more and more followers. And then he transitioned. He had Facebook and YouTube. And so he was covering it for a while, right? Then recently, probably months ago, he kind of slowed down on covering it. Hi, Brittany. I don't know if I spoke to you. Did I talk to you earlier? But thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. And so I learned a lot from watching Jaffe. He was like the main content creator that I watched that was covering this story. After that, I started watching Sweet Ma, and then I started noticing other content creators, Lupac and so forth, that were starting to cover the story. And I didn't really follow them like that. I didn't really know the truth. I didn't know Brianna and all of this. Whew, so a lot transpired, okay, over the course of these past, what, a year and a half, a lot has transpired. So, okay, Brittany. So last night, Jaffe came back out of nowhere. And I'm going to tell you, let me just say this. I rock with Jaffe, okay? I rock with him, but that does not mean I have to agree with everything. Okay, Jaffe is my friend on Facebook, and I don't just let everybody be my friend. Jaffe, I've been I think on his panel probably a couple of times, last year, and I like the conversation to engage in the conversations with him because he's like a thinker too. Okay, and I think sometimes that can get misconstrued when you are a thinker and you just like to hear different perspectives. We like and Jaffe described it as like a courtroom where you want both parties to get a chance to share their perspectives. Okay, it leads to a conversation. Some people don't understand that. They think we all have to think. the same way. Hey, Rosie, thank you so much for joining. If I'm talking a little quiet, because I'm in the book closet, okay? Somebody all up in my space, up in my office. So I say, I can't even talk about all this up in there. So now I'm in the book room, okay? Don't laugh at me. Hey, Angie, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, y'all, Rosie, I'm gonna have to get some more sleep too. When I get off, I'm gonna have to go and take a nap, okay? Because I already know this evening, bam, it's probably gonna be more. And I have a bone to pick with all the people involved in this drama before I continue. Why is it every time I want to do my little interviews, y'all always want to pop up with some I mean, for the past 3 interviews, I'll try to schedule my stuff out, and I promise, recently, everybody want to pop up with some drama right around that time. I'm like, oh, man. I was like, this is not fair. No, no, I get it, I get it. And so Rosie said she should have been held to the same standard. We're gonna get there. And so I'm trying to talk fast because my little conference is coming up in about 30 minutes. And so um, I just, okay, let me go back to what I was saying before I went on that little ring around the roses. And so, yeah, basically, I understood that part of Joffrey. We kind of think of like in that aspect where it's like a courtroom. You want to hear this side, you want to hear this side. Okay, I can see some positives from this conversation. I can see some positives from this conversation. Okay, Brittany said last night was crazy. I went to sleep at 12:21. Wait a minute, not that you have the exact time. She said 12:21 a.m. last night. Jeannie kept over talking everyone. Oh my gosh, y'all, whew, my nerves were so bad. That's one thing I don't like is when adults don't know how to communicate. I don't like that. We have to listen to each other. Like we can't keep over talking because that frustrates me. I'm just gonna shut down. I'm not gonna try to over talk someone. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Let's just all be quiet and let's just listen. So I get where Joffrey was coming from. Now I have to go back and listen to the beginning of that live last night um, because I didn't hear Joffrey's. Yeah, Dreamy Girl. I didn't like that. Right. I didn't understand last night. I didn't know it was going to go there. Okay. Now I remember months ago when Joffrey. This was right around the time when some supporters started turning on Joffrey. Okay. Now this was during the time when he wanted to bring Brianna um, on for an interview. Right before that interview, Joffrey started. He wanted to do like a members only. So a lot of people didn't agree with him charging people because a lot of us had already been supporting him. Why did they have to pay? Joffrey said it wasn't so much as about the pay, but he didn't want a lot of the other side, you know, trying to come over and, as Tiff says, sneak and geek. And so and Joffrey even paid for some people's membership. He said it wasn't about the money. A lot of people did not agree with that, and some of the Robert supporters turned on him, went their own way, and Jeannie was one of the ringleaders, right? So that was about a critical time around when Joffrey kind of stopped covering this story. He still kind of dabbed here and there, but things were never the same after that. A lot of people, and that was one of the first major splits. Y'all think right now is a major split between RH supporters? No, that was a time right then where there was a big split between the supporters. And so after that, he kind of, things died down. He did go in on Jeannie. She was going in on him. Okay. So he was talking about how back then, because he said that Robert kind of knew, and he even shared some of this last night about what he was trying to do with that interview, kind of knew some of the things he was going to talk about, all of that. And so he was just shocked that he didn't stand up for him when people were kind of turning on him, right? Hey, Candy Girl, how are you? And so I kind of thought, and I heard that, so I thought all of this had died down. Well, last night I was shocked or yesterday when it was announced that Joffrey was coming back live. Because I was like, what Joffy did? And I was excited thinking Joffy was about to come back talking about, the new updates and things, give us some humor, laugh and some stuff. I did not realize it was about to turn into a World War III. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it turned into World War III. I couldn't even keep up. I couldn't even keep up, y'all. It was like I came in late and I was like, what's going on? It was like my mouth dropped more and more to the floor as more and more people came to the panel. I said, where this person been? Oh Lord, where this person been? This person over here, what's going on? And it caused like this huge cloud of confusion. Like, where are we going with this? Okay, now that's Joffy's channel. I still respect Joffy. He's a cool guy, but I wish Joffy would have thought that thing through a little more because it's certain people that you probably can't put together at the same time, because the conversation is going to not come across too well. As we witnessed last night, there was a lot of arguing and things of that sort, and then a lot of people were even noticing how one party got questioned more than the other party, right? And so um, it was just a lot, y'all. And one thing I can say is when Robert came on the panel and him and Jaffe were having an exchange, I can say I have never witnessed Jaffe get that upset. Okay, and I've never seen. I don't think Robert. His was. Mm, he didn't really go there. Um, but it was like some things I hadn't noticed with him before either, and I was so nervous because I mean I had never seen that, and that it made me just I don't know, it freaked me out, and I just was like, I thought Joffrey was gonna blow a gasket. Me too, Tips. Like his veins were popping out, like, and I kept saying, "Calm down, Joffrey." Like he really, really his wife even came in there to try to calm him down. And I'm like, I have never seen that side of him. And I felt like, oh my gosh, while he was going through that. So he eventually calmed down. I didn't understand why the anger had gotten so bad. Like I said, a lot of times, y'all, we don't know what takes place behind the scenes or what conversations that have been had. The truth. Okay, so Brittany said, wait, hold on, I missed some of y'all comments. Y'all typing now. Dreamy Girl said, I thought he was going to throw. Oh, Dreamy Girl, I thought he was going to throw that computer too. I thought he was about to throw it. Brittany said, I agree with Upper, leave the past in the past and move on. Yes, that's why I was shocked. A lot of stuff they had already talked about. I thought it had worked through it, but obviously they didn't. The truth was drunk. That's why he was on go. He may have been. Okay, me too. Open book. I was screaming, calm down, Joffy. Yes. Hi, Tamara. How are you? Thank you for joining. I was like, Joffy, calm down. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, it was just too much, too many emotions. You had Jeannie up there over talking, getting involved in the conversation when she just, and eventually she calmed down and got quiet, right? Um, then they brought up Brianna. uh, she was, her and Jeannie were talking there, and Chandra, those issues, they had already kind of resolved. So now we're opening up old wounds. So here come emotions again. They had already kind of apologized to each other about this situation. Now, I didn't believe everything Bree was saying, and I was putting it in the chat. Girl, quit lying like that, okay? Be honest. Can we all just like at this point just put it all out there? Okay, everybody talking about I got this to know, this I know this going on, this going on. Just go get it over with, put it out so we can all move on. Say what you gotta say so we can all move forward. And so a lot of people noticed that when she was on there, it was like a lot of people held back. The questioning strategy and the intensity was not there as with when the truth came up and people were questioning him. And so I was like, yeah, there was a difference in that. and both parties should have had the same questions. Okay, let's do it like that. We're going to have a debate or like a court scene. Let's have similar questions. Okay, I don't think, and everybody can run their panel, the way they want to, of course. But sometimes having like certain parties, like maybe one or two at a time. Okay, let's drop these people down. Now let's talk to these people. That could have probably created some order too, because certain personalities don't mix well, and then you can't hear everyone at the same time. That can get very frustrating, right? Um, Brittany said Brianna was lying. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Till Jeannie was starting to get on my nerves. I was typing in the chat, Jeannie, hush. Like you can do that on your own channel. This is and respect people's platforms. Okay, this is not your show. You may have taken everybody on a field trip, as she called it, to Joffy's channel, but let Joffy run his platform. I just didn't agree with how all of that was being handled. And y'all, when the emotions and things, I'm gonna just be honest. After a while, I can only take so much of that. I can only take so much of that. I clicked off of that. I don't even know because I think Kevin came. Um, Upper was on there. It was like it was more and more people coming, and so I just turned it off and went to bed. I just can't keep up with too much drama like that. And when people over talking each other and emotions are high, it was too late for that. Okay, it's too late at night. Y'all need to calm it down. Okay, we shouldn't be that high at midnight. Like why we on 10 at midnight? Like calm down, and let's talk as adults. We gotta learn how to communicate. And if you feel yourself going there or getting too out of control, then hush. Okay? Take a moment, step away from it and say, I'll be back. Because we all know that when Robert and Jaffe, as we saw, when they started getting the emotions started getting high, then um, some that particular person ran off their platform as fast as Bugs Bunny or whatever the one that the what's his name that be running real fast. Baby, soon as the truth started getting upset and they started threatening, well, really, hey, I, I'm gonna call it like it is. It was like they were threatening each other, going back and forth, talking about come all that. Hey, baby, sis took off that panel, and they're gonna record all of that interaction. Okay, so we just got to be mindful of stuff like that because people hit record and want to, they have proof of stuff out there. Okay, so you can't take that back now. And she tried to keep her composure, so she won't be looked at a certain way, right? And so I don't know where we go from here. I think we're gonna get more lives about it. And y'all know I really don't even talk about this over here. I'm talking about things I'm noticing across sectors. Because I'm gonna talk about something else, another sector, and what's going on in that one. But that was one of the highlights in the YouTube streets on last night. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch, or if you can tolerate it, go back and watch Joffrey the Great. He's on YouTube. If you want to watch last night's full interview in drama, okay? Yeah, Dreamy Girl, I want to say hashtag Bree Rand. Baby, she hopped off that panel so fast we couldn't even blink. We couldn't even blink, baby. Yeah, Tiff, roll runner. That's what I was trying to say. Roll runner. Baby, she was off that panel so fast. She'd say, let me hop off this panel so I can hit record. Y'all ain't about to catch me acting a fool. Hi, media chat room. Thank you for joining. Brittany said, I think that people should have been muted. Um, People, instead of everyone talking over one another, it was sad that black men and women going at it like that, arguing. Yeah, like me personally, I don't do all that. Um, it was a lot. Like seriously, we got to learn how to communicate because and you know what? A lot of people that are in this because of DV, okay, that have really went through real domestic violence situations. when tensions get high like that, and when people are going back and forth and arguing, it can trigger them. I've never been in a DV situation, but I've also never had to witness anything like that with my parents, with my life, thank God, that or any of that. So because I'm on the other end of that, that triggers me because I don't like stuff like that. And it you know, it I don't know, it just messed with my spirit and I had to get off. I couldn't even continue to watch it. I don't even know how long they were on there after I got off, but I was like, I can't do any more of this. I was trying to just support, but it got too crazy. That going back and forth and over talking each other, we can't hear what's going on and things of that sort. You know, everyone, I'm a believer in everyone having their own opinion. Everyone should be able to speak their truth and so forth, right? But let's respect others and let's let them talk. Okay? That's it. That's all like Tiff said. Let's continue to get an understanding. We can't get an understanding if we can't hear each other. It was just too much going on. The whole thing was just wow, yes, Dreamy Girl. Brittany said we as black people have to do better. The panel was crazy. Talk and have a conversation to get your point across. Right, right. You know, so I don't know how much was resolved last night. Hopefully this Chandra and breathing is like finished. Okay, I'm hoping that that's done. I thought it was already done, and I hate that her son was there to witness some of that. You know, like I just hated that part too. It just, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, y'all can catch that full interview however much you can tolerate. Brace yourself, cause baby, when I tell you that was like, I don't know, back to back fighting like you. Like you out on the playground and you going at it, and then you turn around, here go another one. We going at like that's what it felt like. Okay, media chat room. The first one we were talking about in one sector is the Latroop saga. I don't know if you know about that, but we were talking about Joffrey the Great had it was an interview panel last night. It was a panel of different characters in this story. Um, if you want to watch the whole interview, media chat room, check it out. Because I couldn't watch the whole thing. But it was interesting. It was interesting in that particular sector. Yeah, you're gonna have to check it out and catch up. But it's the Latruth, Robert Hampton. I don't know if you know Latruth. Him and his wife, they're going through this whole thing, and it turned into a saga, as they call it. So, sis, you're gonna have to catch up. It's been a lot over the past year and a half with this. Tiff said every time we want to go, they won't turn us loose. Another spinoff. Right, right. Lolo said my nerves too bad to go back and listen. I can't. Mm-mm. Yes, entertainment. Even I got to hollering at the mess. Lolo was going back and forth. She had me rolling. Oh my gosh. Candy Girl said it gave me a headache. Oh my goodness. Yes, media chat room. Right. So a lot of them were on Joffrey's live last night. That's what that whole big. It was like I don't even know how many hours. Probably what 4 or 5 hours. Cause I went to bed. I went to bed. Oh, okay, yeah, sis. It's turned into a whole movie. We just some extras in it. I promise you, I'm just an extra in a big movie. Okay, so moving on to the next sector, the Larry Reed live sector. Raise your hand, put a one in the chat. Hey, Bronx Girl 176, put a one in the chat if you know who Larry Reed is. Put a one in the chat. Larry Reed live. This is the next sector we gonna talk about. Brittany said to me, people can run their platform as they see it, but Latrude, aka RH, has been cleared of the abuse claim. They are DV. Okay, that this is happening to is to help other men and women. Yes, to get out of DV. Right. Yes, Troy, it should be a lifetime movie. Okay, now if you haven't heard of Larry Reed Live, Larry Reed is he used to be a former pastor, but he has an online church as per se online church, but he is known for he says is hey Miss PJ, how are you? Dreamy girl. Okay, hold on. Rosenet said open book, did Cat get arrested for DV? Cat Williams? Which cat? Dreamy Girl said, I don't. This true saga has been consuming me. Girl, yes. I'm like, yes, Lolo, the lies. Even though we are part of the saga anymore, but the lies I couldn't take. Yeah, I can't do lies. That's another thing. Thank you for saying that. I can't do the hollering and over talking each other. I can't do lies when people are trying to be deceptive, and I see right through that. Y'all, it frustrates me. Like, be honest. Quit lying. Don't lie to me. Don't lie on me, because I'm gonna see right through it. So I just can't. Everybody wrote goodbye letters that morning and resurrected that night. Tiff, put your phone up. Okay. Now, Rosenet, I can't speak on that because I don't know anything about that. So I'll have to see. Tiff, I can't. Nope. So Larry Reed talked a lot about pastors, things that were put out publicly. He would talk about. So it was exposing a lot of pastors of things they were doing well. The spotlight is now on Larry Reed. It has come out that he has been doing a whole lot. Okay, with the people who were around him in his inner circle, and is now moving out of that circle. So Larry Reed, I will say, I followed him for a while, but for the past probably year or so, it wasn't that anything really kind of stood out to me to make me stop. Kind of, I would follow him, but not really watch him as often as I used to. I didn't have the desire to anymore for some reason. Um, Whew, it's a lot. So allegations came out, I think last year. Well, they had been out years ago, but Tasha K got wind of it and interviewed a young man that said that Larry Reed allegedly molested him, was grooming him, and so forth when he was 15, a member of his former church. Now, yes, not swallowed up. Okay. Good morning, Scorpio. How are you today? Thank you for joining. Okay. You know what? Lolo, put your phone up too. Okay? Put y'all's phone up, okay? And so, recently, y'all, one of Larry's former assistants that was a part of his inner circle did a two-part video on things that he exposed about Larry. And it was a lot. His name was Vincent. He has two videos out, and I watched both of them. And my mouth dropped, dropped, dropped. Okay. Um, yes, he was an ex pastor. Now, I know people that Larry has exposed. They are eating this up. Okay. Y'all, it is some stuff that hurt my heart though. It was some stuff that I know his children and his um former wife, which she still lives, they all kind of live together in this huge house, um, are just now finding out from things that have happened years ago. Whew, not only did that just come out last week, but now there was an alleged lover that has now come out saying that him and Larry have recently been dating. And he just told his story. Everybody go to Tasha K. To Tasha K. Okay, there's two different people, two different stories where Tasha K is now has now done interviews. Now I don't really watch Tasha K like that anymore, but I may have to actually go and watch that interview. But Gerald from the North Carolina beat has been picking this story up. Okay, now if you know Gerald from the North Carolina beat, he does not play. Okay, he will roast you up and down without taking a breath. When I tell you it's funny, he is hilarious. Okay, I would never want to be on his bad. I be so tickled. I'm like, man, I cringe for the people. But he covers a lot of different stories. He was very key in releasing the identities of the ones who were involved with Shanquella being unalived. Okay, he was the one that really broke the identities of those six. Now, Gerald has now picked up this story. Let's see, Media Room said, "Child, if you don't see Larry been about the peen and still about the peen." No, I knew that, media chat room. I knew that. But there was some details and some things that Larry, he gave us as his audience have some a little of the information. So if stuff ever came out, he could say, "Well, I told y'all." No, no, no. He didn't go into as much detail in about certain people. There are some people around him that I would have never thought some of this stuff. Okay, he definitely likes peen more. Right. I wasn't surprised about that part. He had shared some of that. Okay. But y'all, it's different levels to this thing. Y'all, between the interviews from Vincent last week and the lover on Tasha K, that Gerald he broke down some of the notes. He took some notes from the Tasha K interview and shared them. Now I haven't watched full Gerald was live at the same time Joffy was, okay? So I'm trying to go from one tab to the other. Okay. I'm trying to watch Joffy now, then over here hollering all this stuff on the panel. Then I come over here with Gerald, and I'm in total shock. Okay, because of the stuff that's been going on with Larry Reed. These are people that I followed, and things where certain things are being y'all telling you this is the year that stuff is just being exposed left and right. Okay, and this guy, I mean, just came out of nowhere to me. I don't even know where this guy came from. And so a lot of that, of course, is alleged, and I'm waiting to see, what is proven. I'm about evidence. Like, show me evidence. Do you have receipts? Do you have proof? And things of that sort. Yes, you have to go to the NCB. Okay, if y'all don't know Gerald, he is hilarious. And so that is the other top story. A lot of content creators are covering that story. Okay, that is because Larry Reed is very well known. If you don't, you probably just don't, be all up in that sector. But a lot of people know Larry Reed, and so now he is in the hot seat. Whew, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So those things are going on right now. And then there was another one that I was trying to keep up with last night. I had three tabs. I was like, I'm about to go to bed. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I couldn't do it, y'all. I'm gonna have to watch it. I covered this story live, and Craig, the writer, clips are included to confirm Vincent was telling the truth. Right, media chat room. I believe him. I do. I believe him. Um, hey, I don't think Larry has come out and really said that it's not true. So I don't know. We're gonna see where all of this goes. Um, Whew, y'all protect your spirits. Like I said, if you have to step away from some of this, step away from it because it's a lot. And I'm one that I like to know who I'm dealing with. Um, Give me the option of following you or things of that sort. Because if I don't agree with certain stuff, I just don't. I just don't. So um, yeah, I'm following both of those stories, and I'm trying to think. It was another one I wanted to talk about, but I'm gonna have to put a pause on it because I have to go to a virtual conference. But I will be back later on live this evening for our encouraging word that we all need this week. Okay, because baby, this is a lot. Okay, so I deal with entertainment and things of that sort, but mainly, hey, we got to focus on the word and the positivity on this channel. But um, those are some things Larry want people to pay for his information. Yes, and people are sending him a lot of um, money. They're sending him a lot of money. I mean, to fund his lifestyle. Cause man, I wonder how much are people sending? Like it's a lot. All 2024, God is revealing and exposing. Hello, I'm telling you, Lolo, this is the year where people minding their business and it's like it's just dropping into people's laps. Like, here's this story. Oh, let me tell you what happened 10 years ago. Like everything's just coming out. Like it ain't even people telling other folks' business, people telling their own business. So look, if you got something that you don't want to expose or that could possibly get out, go on and tell it yourself. Just go on and get it over with. Tell it your own self. Get ahead of it. Because I promise you, y'all, it's so much going on. But y'all, I'm gonna put a pin here, and we're going to pick up this evening. And don't forget to go back and watch the interview from yesterday on my channel with Brianna Bailey. I love y'all, and y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Media chat room. Yes, that's the third one with the Michelle Loud story. Y'all know I'm continuing to follow that. More information and details are coming out. Okay, Michelle Loud will be back. She said it on the last interview. Okay, we're gonna celebrate. So y'all keep her lifted. Keep her journey with getting her son back. Keep that on your prayer list because things are about to change up. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.